Hey everybody, Sarah here. So it's the what day is it? 14th of September. Um, my last video was on Sunday, and I can't remember if I said I knew what I was going to talk about this week. But if I did say that, I cannot remember what I said I was going to talk about if I did, because well, it's completely gone my head. Whatever it was, if I did say it. Um, so um. I don't even know what to think about now. I think about what to talk about even. Um, so yeah, the hurricane happened over in Florida. I was going to say Miami and that, but it was quite a bit of Florida. So Florida and I think no, when I recorded the video, it was heading that way then, or over it at that point. So yeah, so it hit Florida. Well, it hasn't been on news as much as like the British Virgin Islands and the other island. It's on Cuba. Or was it Cuba? I can't remember now. But when it hit the islands in the Caribbean, that was on the news for quite a few days. But the Miami one, it was like on there for not the Miami one, the like Florida one. It was over like 2 days. No, 2 days, 3 days at the most. That's it. I haven't seen anything on the news since. So yeah, so they had that weather there, and what's kind of weird is that the weather person that was on telly before the hurricane happened in America, in Florida, he was saying from that, off that hurricane, we will get what do they call it? Not warm air, a hot front or whatever it was. So we'll get the warm weather. It's in a week or two later, and like within a couple of days, we had rain here. It's pretty windy here. Not like I can't say it was like really windy, because really windy is like the hurricane in America in Florida. Here it was more like, well, where that was, what was that, Hurricane Irma. This was, oh, I think this is not stormy out to now. It was the other day. It was storm. It wasn't Eileen. It was Aileen. It was spelled Eileen, but with an A instead of an E. So I think it was Aileen. It was pronounced. Yeah. So we did have the, well, it was the first storm of. Okay, is it the first storm of 2017? But you know where they do the A, B, C, D. It was A. So unless they start it from September, I don't know. So yeah, we kind of had. Well, I want to say it was the back end of Irma, but I was reading about it, and actually not even the same storm, if you know what I mean. So I don't know. Yeah. So that's that. What else was I to talk about? I don't know what else there was to talk about. But not Broadchurch. I talk about Broadchurch one. Because I'm looking at the book down here, Broadchurch one. Doctor Who. Nothing new about that yet. What else is there? Grey's Anatomy doesn't start until 2 weeks today. Yeah, 28th. I don't think it's the 21st. I think it's the 28th. So after this video, all I have to do is find something to talk about for next week's video, and then the week after I can make a reaction video to Grey's Anatomy. Yay, finally. Yeah, so what was that? Grey's Who was something I was going to talk about. Oh, I know what it was. Um, it is to do with a hurricane. I think I mentioned in the previous video, or might not have, but I think I did. Like Barry Gibb and his family live in Miami, and when I made the video, there wasn't any news about what was going on, about them evacuating or anything. It was just saying, I think the latest one at that point was before Friday, and they were saying, depending on what the thing's going to be like, they'll evacuate on Friday. And I looked yesterday to looked at the website, and they said about how Barry, his wife, I said Barry and his family, so I'm guessing the family that live in Miami, the dogs, Barry's manager and his dog evacuated from why do I keep saying America? Evacuated from Miami and went to Nashville. So they were out the way of the storm, so thank God for that. I don't think there's anything else I can think of what I want to talk about. I know I recorded thingy today, the night shift. I always watch that. I just thought, normally when I go, that starts whatever, and it was only like a week before it started, or 2 weeks before it started. My dad was like, no, it was about a week and a half. My dad said, oh, do you know the night shift starts? Whatever date it was. So, yeah, I've been watching that. I haven't watched today's one. Well, I've seen today. I don't know how far the US are back to you. So it's like season 4, episode 2. Last episode that was on today. Then I wanted to watch Saving Hope. I got to think about hospital dramas, as you can see. I mean, I watched Casualty, Holby, Grays, Private Practice when it was on. Never watched ER. Couldn't get into ER or Scrubs. Night Shift, obviously, and yes, and Saving Hope. But every time it was on telly, it was like season 3 or 4. No, I don't know. I think the latest one was 5, wasn't it? I think it was like season 2 or 3 or 4. And I was like, but I want to see it at the beginning. I don't want to watch it from like halfway. And it was like, yeah. And I was watching the Night Shift last week. I was watching that. Oh no, it was before it started, but I noticed that Saving Hope was on straight after it, and I was like, oh, I wonder what episode that is. Probably halfway through or something. And it was actually season 1, episode 1. So I'm like, I'm recording it and I'm gonna watch it. So today's one was episode 2 of season 1. So I'm getting into watching that. Yeah. So I don't think any of these. I mean, I never miss an episode of like the Night Shift and Grey. The Night Shift, Casualty, Holby, Grays, and Private Practice. Well, Private Practice, like I said, it's finished now. But the other 4, I never miss an episode of. I can't say the same for Saving Hope because I've only seen 1 episode so far. But like the other 4, I never miss an episode. But I don't think I'm gonna get attached to characters as much as I do with Grays and Private Practice. But I'm not gonna count Private Practice because, like I said, well, no, I'm gonna count that because I did get attached to characters. And yeah, you kind of notice. All right, let me tell you. In Private Practice, I think even from the first episode, when they crossed over from Grey's Anatomy, you know, when Addison went from Seattle to LA, that crossover, from then all the way through, I was like, I absolutely love Pete. I know people were like, oh, he's not as in hot, not good looking, because he's good looking, and I kind of mean like the way he acts, like not acts as in acts as an actor, I mean acts as in his character, Pete's character, and you know, people didn't like him for some reason. Not everybody, but some people, and I'm like, out of all the people, I absolutely adore him. He's, oh my god, and clearly it's not just Pete, it's Tim, because I love him in Madam Secretary as well. And I can't wait for that to start. God knows when it's going to start, yeah. Anyway, back to Private Practice. Yeah, fan of Pete. By the way, when I started watching that, he'd already finished, if you know what I mean. I like, very late to it. And, I knew somebody, got killed off, or died in the first episode of season 6. And it was only as it was getting closer to the end of season 5 I was like, I just realised who gets killed off. Who? Pete. Oh, that's fine. And it was because Shonda, well, I don't know why it was, I don't know what Shonda was thinking, but it was like Tim found out by, through his agents or something. Sorry, through his agents or something, he found out, oh, I'm not going to be in season 6. That's how he found out. So, yeah, Shonda does that kind of thing. And then, Grey's Anatomy. Okay, my favourite character, right from the beginning, because I remember watching it from the beginning. My favourite character was Derek. Oh, look what happens to Derek in season 11. Yeah, my favourite characters keep getting killed off. I'm saying that, I'm sure there was, it wasn't something Grey's Anatomy, I'm sure it was some other programme. And my favourite character got killed off. I can't remember what it was. Anyway, yeah, but I don't get attached to anybody, because every time I get attached to somebody, yeah, they kill him off. And Derek's death was, yeah, down to Shonda. So, and that's why, hang on, this is what's kind of, what's it got about it. She, no, both of them, oh, she created both of them, Private Practice and Grey's Anatomy. In the, was it the last season? No, it wasn't the last season, it was the season before. When Owen and Amelia got married. And they didn't have her mother going to the wedding. And obviously her mother is obviously Derek's mother. And their mother is, or was, the one episode she was in, was played by Tyne Daly. So you see, do you get the connection, you know? I think she didn't get asked back into it, because she's Tyne Daly, who is the sister of Tim Daly, who was Pete in Private Practice. So can you see how that goes? I think because she killed him off, killed Pete off, and he wasn't happy about it, she was like, can't wait with Tyne Daly now, I'm not going to bring her back. So, yeah, so I'm not going to attach to any more characters. Say that now, well, I don't want anything to happen to Meredith, but then I'm not attached, well, I'm still not attached to it, but then it's something, well, they kill her off and it's the end of the show, so, yeah, so, what else? I think that's it, I can't think what else to talk about. I've been talking for 40 minutes about whatever I was talking about. Yeah, so I guess I'll see you in my next video. I have no idea what it's going to be about. I'll see you then. Bye.